Japan, the country of the rising sun, anime cosplayers, and way too many vending machines for questionable products. A land of tradition, technology, and people who are fashion, but it wasn't always like that. Back in the 16th century, Japan was an absolute mess, full of chaos, wars, and power-hungry lords who all wanted to be the shogun, until in the year 1573, a guy named Oda Nobunaga decided he had enough and started reuniting Japan, and today we are going to try to be like him, except instead of reuniting Japan, we are probably just going to make a much bigger mess. As with Nobunaga, we start in Owari, the land of polite neighbors, fragrant tea, and people who smile at you before stabbing you in the back. Lovely, and around us, super friendly locals, like those rebels I'm allowed to politely exterminate. Anyway, it wasn't that hard. The general decided to do 100-meter sprint straight into our arrows and spears. Both strategy didn't work. So yeah, first victory for the glorious Oda clan, achieved mostly thanks to their enemy's brain damage, truly inspiring. And with Owari secured, we've taken our first step toward unifying Japan, or at least turning it into a slightly bigger disaster, because literally on the next round, we had to fight another battle, classic samurai stuff, stab your enemy, trample him with a horse, and pretend it was all part of the plan. And you know what's the most important thing in Sengoku Japan? No, it's not your girlfriend, it's having a big army, because who's gonna lay siege to a castle, your army or your girlfriend? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oda strategy, love is temporary, Ashigaru are forever.
Alright, buckle up, fuckers. It's time for a history lesson. Today, we got the Ashigaru. The Ashigaru were essentially the Amazon workforce of Sengoku Japan, you know? Underpaid, overworked, and somehow responsible for the entire country running. Now, none of these were noble warriors or trained soldiers. They were just random dudes, you know, growing rice. Can you stab someone? Hell yeah. Welcome to the team. As for their equipment though, it was minimalistic, to say the least. A spear made of the local flora, and a bucket helmet. Armor? No. Training? Absolutely not. Trauma? Fuck yeah. As for the samurai, well, they loved these guys, because why would you, stay in your 3 million yen factory new 0.03 float armor when you could send 300 little teamies to do it for 25 cents each? I mean, that sounds like a good deal to me.
I'll make that deal. How about you bitch? You make that deal?
I'd make that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
Anyway, we captured our first castle. The locals hated it, but whatever. This is Sengoku Japan, presidents don't matter, friends do, and by friends I mean clans who betray you in returns. Diplomats who smile while planning to bring your capital. Here friendship isn't trust, it is surviving today without getting stabbed. Tomorrow, no promises. Because you can randomly appear in another war, somewhere in the foggy forest, wondering how you even got there, and once again you are stabbing enemies and running them down with your horse. In Sengoku Japan, war isn't a choice, it's a subscription service, and unfortunately there is no unsubscribe button. And just when it looks like it's over, bam, another siege, another diplomat crying about Donna or whatever. Thankfully your army is big and strong, so just tell them, shoot some arrows, climb the walls, and do some samurai stuff, and tada, congratulations, you now have a new castle, another one for the collection, like Pokemon, but with more screaming villagers. And if your friend suddenly insults you, no problem, just switch to Oda conflict resolution mode, walk in, tear their castle and pretend it was a peaceful negotiation. In Sengoku Japan, disrespect isn't rude, it's a free real estate, so we wipe them out, claim their territory, and suddenly every clan on the map goes, yeah, time to jump this guy. Great, another day, another world-ending dogpile on the Oda clan. Unfortunately, our friends from Takeda actually had a real army, so yeah, things got a bit more complicated. Thankfully, our samurai don't care about arrows, fire, or basic survival. They have something far more powerful, the pure will to sprint straight into the enemy, like absolute lunatics. And somehow it worked. Another victory for the Oda clan, one entirely through raw determination and zero brain cells. Because win strategy when you have samurai powered by chaos and bad decisions.
For mercy, my hands shall relish, ending you here and now! That's the best you got! Let's settle this! Is this what I lost to?
Wake up, samurai, we've got class to learn. So, guns and Christianity. One cannot exist without the other. At least that was the case in Sengoku Japan anyways. We start our class in 15th century, when a bunch of Portuguese traders brought belief in Jesus into war-torn Japan. They baptized you, gave you Portuguese Christian name, and gun to your hands. Go for Fernando Matsuda. What did the Japanese think though? Hell yeah, boy! Give me that sweet musket and gunpowder and let me shoot them all. Suddenly, every samurai clan realized they can stop swinging swords like some anime characters and start shooting people from across the field like they're playing Call of Duty 1560. Simply put, that's how Japanese got their hands on Jesus, pun intended, magical rifles, and, best of all, another 200 years of pure chaos. You can look at it this way. Church wanted to save souls. Samurai wanted to save their breath running around swinging metal. They both found solution in the Bible of war. Guns. So, the moral of the story, pray for salvation and you'll get more ammo.
Unfortunate, friends from Takeda didn't want to surrender, not even after we slowly started becoming Christians. We converted. For faith? No. For salvation also no. For guns? Absolutely. Because nothing says spiritual awakening like bless me father for I have acquired firearms. So naturally diplomacy failed again, which meant only one thing, more castles had to experience freedom. The tactic was classic Sengoku starter pack, surround the castle, shoot arrows, pretend it's a peaceful negotiation, climb the walls like angry tourists. This time we also tried the power of Christianity. Turns out praying mid-battle is not very effective, so we did what always works. Arrows, steel, and samurai running directly into the danger. And just like that, another Takeda castle joined the Oda Real Estate collection. Fate brought us guns, guns brought us confidence, confidence brought us another war. So that was our last battle with Takeda, because after that, they just rage quit the campaign. Honestly, I have no idea what happened to them. I played this campaign like 7 months ago, and my memory has the attention span of goldfish. Anyway, after unlocking Christianity, and more importantly guns, our confidence went through the roof. So naturally we declared another war, because our goal was to capture Kyoto. Unfortunately, the people living there had this weird idea that Kyoto belonged to them. It was understandable but also incorrect. The only way to prove them wrong was actually pretty simple. People call it brutality, the Japanese call it peaceful negotiations. Step 1, surround the city or army. Step 2, shoot arrows at everyone. And step 3, if they are still alive, negotiate harder. And with peaceful negotiations came even less peaceful battles, so I gathered everything we had. Samurai, Ashigaru, Christians, and somehow even Twitter users. Don't ask me where they come from, they just spawned into my army like it was unpaid DLC. So after a few battles we finally made it to Kyoto, and let me tell you it was not easy, because I completely forgot the defenders had a reinforcing army. Classic Total War moment, this battle looks easy, 3 seconds later, where the hell did those guys come from? Thankfully, their general died almost immediately, and just like that the entire army forgot what they were doing and started running around in panic, which made our job really simple, shoot them until they stopped existing. With the battlefield secured, it was finally time to bombard Kyoto. Let's just say the cannons were slightly inaccurate, watching them hit the target was like watching me try to score a 3-pointer in basketball. Technically possible, practically not really. But hey, eventually one of the cannonballs landed where it was supposed to. Good enough, that's what I call precision engineering. And finally, after countless battles, betrayals and completely peaceful negotiations, we captured Kyoto. At that point I decided it was time to end the campaign, not because there were no enemies left, but because I was mentally exhausted. I also spent the few last months working on this video, so I think we all suffered enough. If you enjoyed watching me unite Japan through violence, questionable diplomacy, and I don't even know what, consider leaving a like or a subscription. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.